Hey guys, welcome back. Here we are on a Friday. Well, it's a Friday night here. It's a think New York session has just begun. I actually had a trade early on in the day and in New York session. I wouldn't call it a classical trade for ITE, OCT, but OTE. Sorry, but here you have one. Going up, but I actually took my trade up here. Why did I take it up there? Well, I'm actually kind of experimenting with different setups, but basically still using the same concept of order flow. So we know that we are looking for a buy, right? Why do we look for a buy? Right over here again, we still have not gone into the red lines. Order flow is still positive, and I believe if you were to easily go down to time frames, you can see that there are still levels up there that it can reach for. No of course no guarantees it will do that, but let's see, right? So I took a buy earlier on in the day, but right now I'm actually taking a sell. Why am I taking a sell? I'm actually looking for price to go down a little bit and then go up. So I'm just trying to see a new type of setup where we get trades on both sides. Well, I was a little bit in the money, but now I'm out of the money. So I actually took you can see here I had a sell here, right? And you actually see some arrows on my chart, like right, you see an arrow here, and this is where I took my buy. I have a arrow here for buy, but I didn't take it. So of that, I have an arrow here, and I took the sell. And of course, there's a reason for that. So stay tuned for. It's just some tests that I'm doing. Why do I have this test? So basically all these arrows are programmed to give me an alert on my phone when it goes off, so that I realize a lot of times I'm falling asleep because I work in the daytime. I fall asleep and I miss trades, so I put some type of alert when I think there may be a setup coming, right? And then I can just wake up and take a look. So if you think you like to hang on with me and go on this adventure and see how well this works, do subscribe and like my my video and my channel. So we're waiting for a sell here, and what do we see? Now let's try to analyze the action here, right? So if there's going to be a buy eventually to take out the highs, right? I think you probably see it happening somewhere here, right? Why? Well, you usually get a reaction from a price action here that goes through one of these quick moves, and then you may have a reaction here. Well, this is just a guess, based on what I usually see on price action. And why was I comfortable to take a sell here? In fact, again, there's some kind of a pattern here. You'll actually see some sort of price structure break here, and you can take a sell over here. You actually see the same thing here, right? In fact, earlier on I thought I saw one here, and I actually took one sell, but that was a small loss. As you can see, this is very tight, right? It's a 8 pip stop. Anyway, it's just you lose 8 pips and you hope you get 24 or something like that if this trade goes on your way. Same as the one here, right? Here to here, I put my stop around here, so that's about 12 pips, and I get about 24, right? So that's the kind of trades that I'm looking for. So if you maybe you take a look at my chart, you may see arrows appearing, right? So obviously we don't take, if you have arrows appearing in Asia session here, right? You don't take them, right? And if you see, especially in something appearing uh, just after London or just after New York, of course you need to see where the price is coming from. If you get a sell signal, okay, here actually, right, a sell signal, but you are low in the charts, right? Then if you were to do a sell, then you are, well, that's not a very good thing to do, right? Just like what we have here, you have a buy, but you're already, I'll say, long in the tooth or something like that. Then you don't take your buy into here, because even if price wants to go up, usually you will do a pullback first before it goes up, right? So so there's no value in trying to do a buy over here. Well, it may have gone up, but well, just forget about it, because usually the move will come during the session. So if the move is coming before the session, it's quite hard to anticipate what's happening, right? So that's the idea behind it. So join me in my other videos, while when I have more sample size of this method that I'm doing. You may have heard my phone go off, ping 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 ping, because basically it was telling me that there's some setup on USDX, right, over here, right? So you see it was giving me a ping 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 for this arrows, right? But uh, uh, usually I just put the USDX. I don't trade the USDX. I just use it to confirm the other pairs. But when I see something like this, so it is hard to see. When I see something like this is coming down, right? I will not look for a sell into the down, right? It may go up now a little bit before it coming down. And again, you see this kind of the prance, I call it the prancing horse price structure that occurs usually right at the start of sessions. Actually, you see a inverse prancing horse here, right? I call this a prancing horse. It's like almost like a double top, and you see a prancing horse here. So it may go a little bit, and then it may come down, because the bias is on a sell for USDX. So even there's a buy, may not be sustainable. Same as this sell over here may not be sustainable. So I'll just take a look. I'll move my stop pretty soon, right? Something like that. This is just a little test that I'm doing. I take kind of training my mind and my strategy. So I take a little off, right? So now it's just half the position. I move to, so that's about it. I'm expecting it to come down. Maybe I get stopped, but that's how I analyze this trade. So thank you for joining, and do like it, and do subscribe if you found this useful. All right, bye.